What was the feeling like on the bench when you guys are all watching each other play with that type of defensive intensity in particular tonight?
I would say it's exciting. It's mainly exciting because I think that's what we want to be the standard. We want that to be normal, that we're getting after opponents on defense like that. So just to see it try to be more consistent game to game, I think that's the most exciting part. We're trying to make that the standard.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, we're starting to pride ourselves on the defensive end, and you know, you're seeing that, you know, on the court, and we just gotta, you know, keep stacking days and keep getting better. You know, we only held them to 53 tonight, but I feel like, you know, we still could have been a little bit better defensively, and if we just have that mindset of keep improving every day, hanging our hat on defensive end, I think we'll be more than good.
At one point, you all had 6 block shots and they had 7 field goals, and you ended with 12 blocks. Was there a concerted effort to get more blocks, or was that just a byproduct of the defensive effort overall?
Honestly, in the first half, you know, I think, you know, Keon and Tyreek were kind of bailing us out a little bit on the ball. You know, guys, you know, we weren't, you know, great on the ball early on in the game, and they were just making plays at the rim, you know, which is, you know, really nice to have back there. You know, if somebody gets a step on you, we got some, you know, really good big men, really athletic big men that can finish plays.
Yeah, I think it was just a byproduct tonight. Those guys are athletic. We call them fix-it plays when there's nothing else left and just talent takes over, and we had a lot of those in the first half. So good to see, especially with block shots.
I know the opponent is the opponent, but just to kind of seem like you guys were clicking in a lot of phases through most of the night, just how nice is it to get in a rhythm and really feel like you're playing pretty good basketball out there?
It's exciting for sure. We've had, you know, we're building every game this season, and to keep building and try to find our identity before we go into conference in the coming weeks. It's really exciting to see. I think the main thing for us is just kind of building that defensive identity moving forward, and other things will take care of itself.
You came into tonight off a road victory over a future conference opponent. Did you guys talk at all about guarding against a letdown, and if so, what were those conversations like?
A letdown, what do you mean by that?
After beating a team like Florida State and then coming in and facing a team that was, 2-7 coming into tonight, were you worried about a letdown at all after a tough road win like that?
I don't think so. You know, I think this team is different. You know, I've been on teams where, you know, after a big win, you got to worry about stuff like that. But I feel like the last couple of days we were locked in on our preparation. You know, we had 2 days to get ready for these guys, and we really got after yesterday in practice, and I felt everybody was locked in and ready to go today.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think the coaching staff as a whole has been emphasizing to us throughout the year how hard it is to win in college basketball. You'll see plenty of teams, mid-majors, high majors, dropping games to lower schools, but it's just how hard it is to win in college basketball. So just taking every game, knowing it has a meaning, a deeper meaning, and just playing and respecting the game, which I think we did well tonight. So being level-headed and anybody can beat you, we can beat anybody. So I think we took that attitude into today, took care of business.
11 guys scored, 13 guys had rebounds. What does it do? I mean, well, I think 24 minutes was the most minutes played by anybody. When there's a game that allows for that much rotation and for everybody to be involved, what does that do for you guys to kind of see, you know, maybe different guys out on the floor with you, to be able to maybe spend some more time on the bench and see some different things out there too?
It feels great, you know. See those guys that get in there that normally aren't high-minute guys, you know, towards the end of the game is great, because, you know, they put in the work every day, you know, day in and day out, just like everybody else does. So, you know, when guys like, you know, Trey and Jackson get in at the end of the game, it's really good to see, and it just means we took care of our business that day.
I would agree, say the same thing. It just means we took care of business, and it's good for other guys who maybe aren't getting as high as minutes in the rotation, but just getting those reps and being ready for anything that can happen down the season is important to have a deep group, which I think we have.
You go into halftime up 25. What's the conversation like at halftime, and what's the message from the coaching staff as you got ready to come back out after the break?
I think just you know, it's a thing in team sports where you're up big at halftime and you get comfortable, you get a little bit lax. So just making sure none of that creeps in. We had an emphasis on the first 2 rounds or the first 2 media timeouts is to really get after them and full court pressure so we don't lose that edge. And I thought we came close to putting together a complete game, even though we were up big, staying level-headed and finishing the second half with maturity as a team.
When you dominate a stat sheet in pretty much everything, I know you haven't had a chance to watch the game yet, but from your vantage point, what were either of you most pleased with from your team's performance?
I would say, I guess team defense, just getting more consistent at that. Like we held them to 34% from the field and 19% from 3. You know, that's any team would be glad with that with team defense, and I still think we can get better. And then, yeah, I'll probably say team defense. I thought we could have did better rebounding as well. There's just so many things that I think we could be better at as a team, so that I think that's the most exciting part.